Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Tammy. I'm the owner of Walnut Creek Bath Boutique. Today I'm making a cold process soap. The name of the fragrance oil I'm using is Mahogany from Brambleberry. Really like this soap. I've only made it one other time and it sold out really quickly. I had like a coworker, he bought like 11 bars. That's all I had left. So I'm going to go ahead and make this again. It doesn't discolor. It will actually decelerate your trace. So a lot of people really like that, me included. But I'm going to go ahead and use my old standby recipe that actually will increase trace. It's a fat, it makes sure my batter trace a little too quick most of the time. So I think this is going to be fine. My notes on my last year when I made it, I'm not going to have any trouble with this, even with my recipe that kind of accelerates trace. Last year when I made it, it was so pretty, guys. I don't know if I can recreate it. It was brown and a dark brown and maybe a little black with a little white swirl in there. It was really, really pretty. I may still go with that color theme, just like the browns and maybe just a little bit of black. I think I like that. I liked the way it looked, and I don't normally repeat my designs from one batch to another, but I think I'm going to. I know it won't look anything like it, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and do the browns and the black with a little bit of white mixed in. Won't discolor, although the name makes you think it's going to discolor. It doesn't discolor at all, so we're good there. So I'm going to finish getting everything melted and cooled and we'll be back in just a second. Okay, so, you know, me and patience. It's not my strong suit. They are right at 92 to 94 probably each jug here. It is a very slow moving fragrance oil, so I'm going to get away with soaping a little warmer than I did in my soap previous to this, which was the lilac soap, where I was very good and I made sure I was right around 82, 83 degrees. This one, I am not going to concern myself too much about that because I know this fragrance oil and I know it will decelerate my trace. So I'm going to get my kale and clay mixed in here really well. I really hope it almost looks like you're blurry, guys. I hope this is coming through okay. And while I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and put my goat's milk in here. I got this out of the freezer. I get it from a guy one town south of here. And I defrosted it and then I kind of put it in the microwave for a few seconds, just real gently heated it up so it's not like ice cold. It separates a little bit with that, but it blends out fine. So I've never had a problem with that, the fact that it separates up a bit. I think that's just the nature of milk, isn't it, if you freeze it? I don't know. But I don't want to shock my oils with really cold milk, so that's why I do kind of let it kind of defrost it and get it a little bit warm. I'm also adding in my fragrance oil. I'm going to go ahead and do that, just so I know that it's super blended in well. Oh my gosh, that smells amazing. All right, so now let's just get our lye water in there. I guess I'll leave my stick blender in here. Like that. It's got some lye lint. That's all right. It'll blend out too. It's not too bad. I ordered new jugs this week, and my 3,000 ml got a hole in it, in the bottom of it when I was microwaving it. I've had it for 2 or 3 years, so it's lasted quite a while before that happened. But I didn't order another 5,000 jug. Why was I should have ordered another one of these. This is the only size I have, and this just fits my oils and lye water in for my 27 bar batch of soap. I should have ordered a second one. But you know, my space here is limited. I don't have a ton of space to store everything. That's probably emulsified. Let's let her drain here for a second. So in this little pitcher here, I have Pitch Black from Micah's and More. Very fluid still, guys. Very, very fluid still. And in this one, I'm going to put some titanium dioxide. Maybe not quite as much of that. I'm going to save back a little of that TD. I may want some for my main batch here. I really like this Pitch Black mica from Micah's and More. I like it so much better than using activated charcoal. I think it's easier to use. It's easier on my lungs for sure. So I want it brown, but I don't want it, I don't want it like a dark brown. I want just a good medium brown. I should have done the white first, shouldn't I? That's actually quite perfect. That's a really pretty brown. So I'm starting to get a little bit of a trace, guys, and that's simply because of my recipe is quite fast moving. Okay. We're good to go. I like this trace actually. I like this a lot. It's thick enough that it's not going to muddy up in my mold. All right, let's make some room here. But you know, it's crazy. For a decelerating fragrance, this is fairly thick. It's perfect for my wants right now, but it is, I'm learning a lot today with my fragrance oils and my recipes. I know I shouldn't go that way. Let's get my white going. Uh-oh, I'm doing right-handed here. Not smart. Not smart, guys. All right, I'll scrape it here in a second. I just did a hanger swirl like 10 minutes ago. Well, no, I wish it was 10 minutes ago. It was like an hour ago. But I think this just calls for it. So I'm going to do 2 hanger swirls today. And because it's thick, I I can kind of get away with being a little aggressive. If it was super thin or even at a very light trace, that would have been too aggressive and it would have made it, muddied it up inside. But being thick helps with that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and add the white to the top here. I'm not very good at the whole spoon texturing thing. Not very good at this. And I don't have my bars marked here. It may be too fluid still. I usually do this and then I stamp it down and do a skewer. I just don't feel like I'm very good at it. Look at that. That doesn't look good. I don't want to muddy it. You know, I kind of like it. As long as I don't try to do like the little scoop where it goes down the middle, this I think is kind of pretty. All right, maybe I'll do more of that spoon texture. All right, guys, we'll be back. All right, guys, I've got the logs cut. They're split. I'm really happy with how these turned out. So let's get them cut up into bars. I did move my thing over just a tiny bit so I can get 2 samples out of each log. That one's not very good. Let's find a better one. Huh, I thought the center log would be a lot more swirls in it, but the outside log was actually more swirly. Go figure. That one's not too bad. The white on the middle bar kind of stayed up towards the top. Got very wispy ones. Can you see the wisps? I think it fits the fragrance so well. That one's pretty. More wispy down there. Wow, that one has a lot of color and movement to it, doesn't it? It's really unusual for the outside logs to have so much more color and movement than the middle. But these really are having quite a bit more color on the outside. Oh, shoot, I dented one. Move this. Okay, guys, they are all cut and cleaned up. And can you just look at that? I love that design. Just the browns and the black and a little bit of wispy white. What I think is very interesting is, and I don't know what made it happen this way, but the 2 outside logs are a lot more colorful, and they have a lot more design in them than if I went to, this is the bar right next to this one, like in the row. This is the center bar. And look at that. Look at the difference. usually the center one is the one that has all the really cool designs, and yeah, the center doesn't have much. It's all on the outside. I don't know how I poured it or how I think I did the hanger swirl with this one, but yeah, the outside is the pretty ones this time. So that's fun. This mahogany smells so good. I really, really like it. It's a very popular men's scent for me. I'm glad I have it back in stock. I'm going to have to take some more pictures and get it back up on my website. But yeah, there they are. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me find a better one. Let me go do that. There's one. That's the outside of the other outside log. So yeah, it's just crazy to me. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down. And subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.